Could it have been the demon from Therinfal?
No. The demon came later.
But a demon couldn't simply take his place without anyone noticing.
The Lord Seeker allowed it. He let the demon take command while he...
Came here.
Cassandra.
Now is not the time for sympathy.
Wait. Don't leave me like this, please.
I concur. Put the man out of his misery. Just look at his face, for Christ's sake.
You should have come with me. You didn't believe in the war any more than I did.
You know me. I wanted that promotion.
Go to the Maker's side, Daniel. You will be welcome. He was my apprentice. I have never known a finer young man. Now we find Lord Seeker Lucius.
Cassandra is pissed. Hello, mate. Why do the bad guys always have to fucking hide on the, like, the highest point of the map? They're either in the penthouse suite or on top of the fucking hill.
Lord Seeker Lucius.
Cassandra, with a man I can only assume is the new Inquisitor.
Yo.
You must be very proud of your handiwork.
I presume you know we Seekers of Truth were once the original Inquisition. Oh yes. We fought to restore order in a time of madness long ago, as you do now. And we became proud. We sought to remake the world, to make it better. But what did we create? The Chantry, the Circles of Magi. A war that will see no end.
You lured your entire order to their deaths.
There was no other choice.
No other choice? Have you gone mad?
We Seekers are abominations, Cassandra. We created a decaying world and fought to preserve it even as it crumbled. We had to be stopped. You don't believe me? See for yourself. The secrets of our order passed to me after the former Lord Seeker was slain. The war with the mages had already begun, but it was not too late for me to do the right thing.
And this was the right thing.
Lord Seeker, what you've done.
I know. What Corypheus did with the Templars does not matter. I have seen the future. I have created a new order to replace the old. The world will end so we can start anew. A pure beginning. Join us, Cassandra. It is the Maker's will.
Negotiations have quickly broken down. I was drinking, and now I'm seriously annoyed. Hey.
He was insane. He had to be. Perhaps the Envy Demon's influence? Remove the Lord Seeker so it could take over the Templars?
All these wasted lives.
He could not have destroyed all of us. I won't accept it.
Well, love, you better accept it, because I am in the middle of doing this, I'm afraid.
Let us return to Skyhold. I wish to see what's in this book of secrets.
No doubt, secrets. First of all, we shall searcheth and looteth the shitteth out of stuff. I believe in looting shit. Do. He died really easily, is what I'm saying. To Skyhold! I'll drink while the loading screen completes itself. I was about to have a nice nap. And then it was like, nope. Nope.
Stefan finally died. It was a blessing, really. He's been in so much pain since Haven. He was out of his mind at the end. He smiled, said he smelled his mother's turnip stew, and slipped away.
Every time I come here, it seems that fucking Cole has been up to his shenanigans all the time.
This tome has passed from Lord Seeker to Lord Seeker, since the time of the old Inquisition. And now it falls to me.
You all right? You look drained.
On the contrary, it's a delight. I'm riveted.
Oh, you're joking.
Do you know what the Rite of Tranquility is? The last resort used on mages in the Circle, leaving them unable to cast, but depriving them of dreams and all emotion. It should only be used on those who cannot control their abilities, but that has not always been the case.
Does the book say it was used for other things?
No. As a Seeker, I looked into abuses. Mages made Tranquil as punishment. What finally began the Mage Rebellion was the discovery the Rite of Tranquility could be reversed. The Lord Seeker at the time covered it up, harshly. There were deaths. It was dangerous knowledge, the shock of its discovery in addition to what happened in Kirkwall. But it appears we've always known how to reverse the Rite, from the beginning.
Great.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
We
Yeah, the goddess is a
created
bit
the
off.
Rite of Tranquility. I told you of my vigil, the months I spent emptying myself of all emotion. I was made tranquil and didn't even know. Then the vigil summoned the spirit of faith to touch my mind. That broke tranquility and gave me my abilities. The Seekers did not share that secret. Not with me, not with the Chantry. Not even with... There's more. Lucius was not wrong about the Order. I thought to rebuild the Seekers once victory was ours. Now I'm not certain it deserves to be rebuilt.
You said there was more in the book.
At some point, power becomes its own master. We cast aside ideals in favor of expedience, and tell ourselves it was all necessary for the people. Will that happen to us, Inquisitor? Will we repeat history?
I think saying never is kind of stupid. Ever.
No. We're nothing like the Seekers.
I wonder how much we resemble what they used to be.
If you did rebuild the Seekers, how would you do it?
I can't be the only one remaining. We were always spread to the winds, and some may still be out there. I would find them one by one. We would all read this book, no more secrets. Then together we would establish a new charter. The Maker's work in truth.
We'll go with the flirt option.
If anyone can rebuild them into something worthwhile, you can.
But are they worth rebuilding?
You could make them worth it.
I will think on your words. Thank you. I could not have done this on my own.
You're welcome, love. Well, screw someone in this game. It was a choice between you and fucking Josephine. My Inquisitor is an arse, basically. Yep. Here we go. I got power from jumping off that balcony. What the fuck are you up to, Cassandra? You're acting all on edge.
I was hoping we could speak privately.
Uh-oh.
Are we not?
Right. Of course we are. The flirting. With me. I've noticed it. Unless it is my imagination, which is entirely possible.
If it makes you uncomfortable, I can stop.
You cannot court me if that's your intention. It's impossible.
Why is it impossible exactly?
That should be obvious.
Well, it isn't obvious to me.
You intend to properly court me? You of all people.
Is that what you want?
No.
Bitch is crazy.
I take it back. That is what I want. I want a man who sweeps me off my feet, who gives me flowers and reads me poetry by candlelight. I
Sweet
want
Jesus.
the ideal. You are the Inquisitor and the Herald of Andraste.
Jump off the balcony.
You cannot
Jump
be
off
that
the balcony.
man.
Jump off the balcony. Jump off the balcony. This is why you're alone.
I can be that man, Cassandra.
The world hinges on our actions. We face death at every turn, Inquisitor.
That doesn't change how I feel.
It changes everything.
Well, that was fun. And awkward. Now, where the fuck am I? I get lost in my own castle. It's ridiculous. Yep. Ah, the Inquisitor's broken his legs. He's committed suicide.
I must return to Val Royeaux to see that everything is in order. Please join me when you can. A pleasure.
How are you always so
Let's speak
polite?
later.
That's a bit fucking
Another time.
insulting, is it not? Okay. Two birds, one stone. I have to talk with Josephine in Thingamajig anyway, and I need to get the romance thing for Cassandra. Why can't I take Blackwall with me? Is he dead or something? Where's Blackwall, for Christ's sake? I want to go fucking see. Is he, like, left me? For some reason. Maybe he didn't like what I did with the Wardens or something. Yeah, he has got a quest.
You have to admit, it looks bad.
It looks like a lot of things. Except what you're thinking.
The Spy Master has confirmed it. Blackwall is gone.
He would not have left unless he had a good reason.
It is not for me to speculate on Blackwall's motivations. Sister Leliana had us search the Warden's quarters. Not much to find, except this. It was missing from last week's reports. I don't know what Blackwall's interest in this particular matter is, but it could be a good place to start.
Lieutenant Colonel, one of the soldiers responsible for the current massacre, was captured and released, like the others who were arrested for their involvement. Says he did not know that he was assassinating. It was just following the orders of his captain. This captain is still at large. Will be executed this week in Val Royeaux. Great. So there's another reason why we need to go to Val Royeaux, I suppose. Bloody Orlesians and their fucking cheeses and bollocks. I was wondering why fucking wasn't a choice at all on the map. We'll bring Cassandra with, I suppose. Yeah. Yeah, we'll bring Cassandra with. The most romantic candle in Phaedus. And my inventory is full. Alas, I cannot buy the most romantic candle in Phaedus. There's a hanging. You can't get much better than a hanging.
Cyril Mornay, for your crimes against the Empire of Orlais. For the murders of General Vincent Callier, Lady Laurette Callier, their 4 children, and their retainers. You are sentenced to be hanged from the neck until dead. Do you have anything to say in your defense? Very well.
Well, this is grim.
Proceed.
Stop!
A Grey Warden.
This man is innocent of the crimes laid before him. Orders were given, and he followed them like any good soldier. He should not die for that mistake.
Then find me the man who gave the order.
Oh yes, he did.
Oh, shit.
Blackwall!
No, I am not Blackwall. I never was Blackwall. Warden Blackwall is dead, and has been for years. I assumed his name to hide like a coward from who I really am.
You, after all this time.
It's over. I'm done hiding. I gave the order. The crime is mine. I am Tom Rainier.
Not a warden? I thought Alistair realised that he was a warden.
You did not mishear. The left hand, considered for divine.
Mother, what does it mean?
Sister Nightingale. She has a welcoming spirit, but her strengths were best tempered by faith in another.
She'll force the acceptance I had to work for?
I do not know.
Can you believe it? Tom Rainier himself.
You must know something about Rainier.
I know what everyone knows. He'll hang for the massacre of a noble and his family.
Where did they take the prisoner?
In the jail of the marketplace. If you've goodbyes to say them now. It's a damned mess, but believe you me, it'll be sorted out quick. Lots of people can't wait to see that man swing. Guess not.
I have other things to do as well, though.
How odd that more men show up at the manor to speak.
They've a leash on them now? Maybe Templars here?
Blessed are they who stand before the corrupt and the wicked and... Do not falter.
To the prison! I'll bring the booze. Not sure why you need booze in prison, but there you go. I imagine not Blackwall will need one. I was thinking, didn't Stroud take notice of the fact that we had a Grey Warden with him when we met him?
I didn't take Blackwall's life. I traded his death. He wanted me for the Wardens, but there was an ambush. Darkspawn. He was killed. I took his name to stop the world from losing a good man. But a good man
The man he was wouldn't have let another die in his place.
You lied to me.
You saved that man. That took courage.
Courage? I killed innocent people. Destroyed Mornay's life and the lives of others like him. One moment of courage will not make up for that. Why are you here?
That depends on what you say.
Don't you understand? I gave the order to kill Lord Callier, his entourage, and I lied to my men about what they were doing. When it came to light, I ran. Those men, my men, paid for my treason, while I was pretending to be a better man. This is what I am. A murderer, a traitor, a monster.
Would a monster have given himself up? Somewhere along the line, you stopped pretending.
Yes?
I need to know about Blackwall. The real Blackwall.
We met in a tavern when I was on the run. I was nothing. A waste of life. But he wanted to recruit me. We headed to Valchavan for the joining. But Blackwall insisted on making a stop along the way. An old ruin from one of the previous blights. He said it led to the deep roads. I was to go down alone, find a dark spawn, and fill a vial with its blood. When I returned, I found the warden ambushed by more of the creatures. He took a blow for me. He shouldn't have died. It should have been me.
Not saying I disagree, but Blackwall clearly thought you were worth saving.
No one should have died for me. He would have wanted me to carry on to Valchavan, I'm certain. But without Blackwall, there's no proof that I've been recruited. That I didn't kill him. I couldn't go to the Wardens. But I couldn't just walk away. So, Rainier died. And Blackwall lived.
I need to know the details of what you did. Who you killed. Why.
I betrayed the Empire and assassinated a general, all for gold. The man was General Vincent Callier. My employer was a Chevalier, Robert Chapuis. Sir Robert believed that Grand Duke Gaspard was the rightful ruler of Orlais and would eventually take the throne. He thought that by eliminating one of Celine's loyal supporters, he might endear himself to the true Emperor. I can't say if Robert's plan would have worked. I didn't care. There was good coin offered, and I took it. By the time Sir Robert's involvement was uncovered, I was long gone. Of course, the Grand Duke disavowed any knowledge of the act and publicly condemned it. Robert killed himself. Poison in his wine. Another victim of the great game.
You got your men to help you. What did you tell them?
They didn't know who they were attacking. I told them it was an important mission. They trusted me without question. Just as your men trust you.
Armies are weapons. Weapons don't wield themselves.
Weapons don't have lives, families, dreams. An army is not just a weapon.
My reports say that Callier was with his family. You had them all slaughtered.
I didn't know Callier would be traveling with his family. I assumed only soldiers, armed guards. My men had been told to eliminate everyone. They'd seen war. They thought they were defending their country.